bahwa pemerintah harus hadir di tengah-tengah kehidupan masyarakat kita semua. Dari Kementerian PU yang saya hormati dan saya banggakan, dari Bank Dunia juga yang saya banggakan, terima kasih kehadirannya. Tentu kami mohon maaf yang sebesar-besarnya. Kami tadi keliling setiap hari Jumat pagi, istilahnya adalah belanja masalah apa yang terjadi di lingkungan kita selesaikan, dan ternyata tadi juga masih ada masalah permukiman. Jadi ada beberapa rumah yang itu perlu kita benahi, ada sanitasi yang memang itu menjadi komitmen kita semua menuju bagaimana lingkungan kita adalah lingkungan yang bersih, ya 100% tersaluri oleh air bersih, kosong kita zero kumuh, dan 1% sanitasi sudah masuk pada semua kawasan. Ini yang menjadi komitmen kami. Dari 17 SDGs, insya Allah kami sudah masuk kepada program kita semua. Jadi prinsip kami adalah, ini secara umum dulu sebelum saya masuk ke kayu tangan, prinsip kami adalah cross cutting. Tidak boleh urusan kita itu hanya satu urusan OPD, tapi ini adalah menjadi semua urusan. Termasuk kawasan, bukan hanya ini miliknya PU, tapi ini juga miliknya adalah Dinas Kesehatan. Bagaimana perilaku karakter orang, Dinas Pendidikan. Bagaimana kisra pola-pola pengembangan melalui lembaga-lembaga agama, Bakes Bangpol. Karena mindset orang itu akan menjadi kunci utama bagaimana bisa menjaga lingkungan. Itu terus-menerus kami kuatkan bersama-sama. Ini bentuk kolaborasi yang luar biasa. Dari Kementerian PU wilayah A disambung dengan kolaborasi dari kami. Jadi di sini ada dana yang 23 miliar itu adalah untuk 3 titik. Di sini nanti insya Allah kita lihat bukan di tengah koridor saja, di koridor di depan, tapi ini masuk sampai ke dalam. Insya Allah sungai-sungainya juga apa adanya, dan mudah-mudahan ini juga akan terus-menerus bisa dicontoh, bisa ditiru oleh lingkungan-lingkungan yang lain. Ada 171 startup digital. Maka kami punya mimpi, kayu tangan depan itu boleh anak-anak kongko-kongko, tapi di sini adalah punya produk. Ada membuat video mapping, dia ada masalah B2B-nya nanti tempat transaksi. Di sini adalah termasuk Kota Kreatif Indonesia dalam bidang aplikasi dan game. Setelah nanti kita buatkan tempat inkubasi yang ada di MTC.
Tentu yang pertama izinkan kami ingin merespon dan justru malah kami berterima kasih kepada Pak Wali Kota beserta seluruh warga Kota Malang, secara khusus tentunya warga Kampung Kayutangan ini, ya. Harusnya yang berterima kasih kami, Pak, karena dengan program ini kita semua menjadi bagian yang tadi juga Bapak sebutkan tidak terpisahkan menjadi satu kesatuan dalam gerak dan langkah kita untuk memerangi persoalan kumuh. Jadi kalau kita berbicara kumuh, tentu pasti kita akan berbicara perkotaan, begitu ya, karena tidak bisa terpisahkan dari kota, begitu ya. Kemudian persoalan perkotaan itu pasti akan berhubungan dengan erat dengan masyarakat, dengan warganya, dengan settlement-nya, huniannya, begitu ya. Dan yang paling menjadikan persoalan kumuh itu salah satunya, begitu ya, ada sekian banyak tentunya adalah infrastrukturnya. Kebutuhan dasar infrastruktur di mana manusia tersebut hidup, gitu ya. Jadi ini kemudian sudah dikerjakan begitu ya dengan serius oleh Pak Wali beserta semua jajaran dan terutama khususnya kepada Bapak Ibu sekalian yang ada di kayu tangan, sehingga tadi juga disampaikan menghasilkan sesuatu yang membanggakan, begitu ya. Dan ternyata juga bukan hanya yang kemudian ikut bergabung berkolaborasi, bukan hanya dari kegiatan Satu KOTAKU ini saja, begitu ya, tapi dari warga, dari instansi lain yang mungkin tidak berhubungan dengan persoalan infrastruktur dasar tadi juga kemudian terlibat, apalagi Bapak juga sudah bisa mengalokasikan APBD anggaran daerah yang juga akan bersinambung dengan kegiatan KOTAKU yang sedang kita kerjakan ini. Ini saya pikir hal yang membanggakan. Sekali lagi terima kasih Bapak.
Honorable Bapak Mayor, Bapak Bayu, and Ibu Virgi, and ladies and gentlemen, I'm very pleased to be here this morning. And I'm very look forward to basically seeing the beautiful city of yours, which I understand not only has rich cultural heritage, but now is also a city of universities and a city of football. So that's the last thing is something that I learned this morning. And I would very much like to thank Your Excellency, Bapak Sutiaji, for basically making this visit possible. And I really look forward to seeing this city today. So thank you very much for your hospitality in advance. And I would also like to thank both Ibu Virgi from Papenas and also Pa Vahiu, I'm sorry I mispronounced your name, from the Ministry of Public Works. I'm very pleased that you also made the trek from Jakarta to be with us here today. And I also want to acknowledge at the beginning the other development partners who have contributed to KOTAKU. And those are the ADB, Asian Development Bank, Islamic Development Bank, Asian Infrastructure Development Bank, USAID, and Australian Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade. So you have a lot of support, and all of us are keen basically make this slum upgrading operation success throughout Indonesia. Malang is one good example. And we also appreciate at the World Bank the many contributions that have been made by the public works, teams of public works here in Malang, the city of Malang overall, and above all the community members involved. I know that this would not have been possible without basically all these people who are here and who have contributed in kind to these successful efforts. Now, you all know that Indonesia has gone a very significant transformation in the past 50 years. Indonesia has transformed from a primarily rural society to basically maturity of urban-based society. And by 2045, it is projected that 70% of Indonesians will live in urban areas. That is significant. And already today, 3/4 of Indonesians are living in urban areas. And this urbanization has helped to reduce poverty, and it also has helped to enhance growth. So it has been a positive trend. But urbanization has also brought challenges. So it hasn't only been positive, and the big challenge that it has brought is basically people living in slums. Nearly 1/4 of urban population, or about 30 million people, that's a lot of people, are living in slums today. And this basically, living in slum, it reflects the difficulties of planning, to keeping up with these rapid urban developments. And we know that cities are also increasingly exposed to climate change and also natural disasters. So it's basically very difficult for mayors to keep up with these changes at the current pace. And I'm certain that His Excellency, Bapak Mayor, also can speak a lot about the difficulties that he is facing to develop Malang and to develop the city of Malang. I mean, we know that the Malang has doubled its population since 1980, and you are projected to reach the 1 million mark by 2030. And in this context, it's very difficult to stay on top of service delivery, create a dynamic environment for private business, and improve disaster resilience. And the challenge that you also face is to make your city inclusive. so that the benefits of the growth, the benefits of the city growth, also accrue to the poor and vulnerable people. Now, the government's KOTAKU program, that all of you have been leading and spearheading, it really stands out in Indonesia because of its impact. So congratulations to all of you. This KOTAKU program has already made a number of cities more inclusive, including Malang, and also more resilient. And it has already improved access to services, in particular water and wastewater and sanitation. And that has improved the life of residents. And I think what we are going to see today is a proof of that. And what I understand that since 2016, KOTAKU has rehabilitated over 15,000 hectares of slums. And that has benefited 15 million people in the poorest areas across Indonesia. That is significant. So really well done. Now, since 1991, the World Bank has been a very proud partner of Indonesia in the KOTAKU program, and actually helping to support the urban poverty reduction agenda. And we are very privileged to do that. So our partnership began actually a long time ago with Urban Poverty Project. And then it continued with the PNPM Urban Project. So these were the early forms of urban operations that the government had and that we supported. And the KOTAKU has evolved from these programs. We all have learned the lessons learned from the earlier times, the mistakes, the successes, and the KOTAKU has maintained the community focus on slum upgrading routes, but it has also become more strategic, more collaborative, and it has become a platform to program resources and advocate for the urban poor. That's very important.